Hi, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey's Rundown. All right, so we're going to jump right into it with the quarterback carousel that's been going on. It is the craziest offseason there's ever been in the NFL. All right, we talked about Tom Brady coming back. Brady's back with the Buccaneers, and we're going to get to the Buccaneers in a second. All right, Russell Wilson to the Broncos. We still don't know what's going to happen in San Francisco, if they're going to keep Jimmy G or if they're going to go with the new guy. All right, we don't know necessarily who. We don't know what's going to happen with Baker Mayfield. The leading candidate right now to get Baker Mayfield is Seattle, I think. And then, because that brings us to the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to do a little bit of a bitch session here. All right, I say that quietly because I got the kid in the back and this is her show too. All right, Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson has 22 cases against him right now of women who were sexually assaulted or attacked or abused or harassed by him. I don't know all the details, the legalities of the case. We're not going to get into all that now. But I don't know what the hell is going on with the Cleveland Browns. And what's even more distressing is the Saints were also trying to sign Deshaun. And I don't see what you're doing here. I mean, I know what you're doing here. It's the win at all costs. I don't respect it. I don't like it. I hate that my team was in on it. And the Cleveland Browns is basically saying, hey, we're going to sell our soul. I mean, they've had women beaters on the team before, and they're doing it again. So it's very distressing. It's not what you want to see in the NFL. It's not what I want to talk about in the NFL, but I don't like it. And Browns, I'm going to enjoy seeing you lose, which I believe you will. And I hope he gets benched, and I hope he gets cut, and I hope he flames out because I think he's a guilty piece of garbage. All right, another guilty piece of garbage. Then back to the Saints. Hey, the Saints signed Jameis Winston. All right. I never intended to be an internet troll, and I never understood why people commented on things that have nothing to do with them. They don't know these people. They're not invested in this issue besides just being a fan. But I've actually become a bit of a troll on some of these Saints websites because I just can't stand what's happening with my team. You sign Adrian Peterson, a guy who beat a 4-year-old, and I was upset. You signed Jameis Winston, and I'm even more upset and more disgusted. I'm not going to get into differences of what. It's more like 1 strike, 2 strike, and now you re-sign Jameis Winston, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm still a fan, but I'm kind of sold my stock on this season. If Jameis Winston is at QB, then I'm sorry, I don't give a crap about the Saints. You can go down in flames for all I care. They signed Andy Dalton. That's another newsbreaker here. They signed Andy Dalton, presumably to be a backup. Andy Dalton gets in there. I'm a Saints fan again. Do I have faith in Andy Dalton? Yeah, I got a little bit of faith in Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton gets him to the playoffs. All right? This guy took the Cincinnati Bengals to the playoffs multiple times. All right? They lost, but he got them there. Okay? Nobody could do that for the Saints last year. They tried Taysom Hill. They tried Ian Book. They tried Jameis Winston. And whether it was injury or, whatever, they tried Trevor Siemian. But whether it was injury or you just weren't good, it didn't work out that way. So you put Jameis back there. I got no love for you, man. I'm Tom Brady. Let's go Bucks, okay? If you got a problem with that, I don't really care. They're like, oh, you don't sound like a Saints fan. You know what? I'm a bigger fan of women. I'm a bigger fan of kids. And if you sign somebody, a running back that beats a kid, or you sign a guy that likes to attack women, then no, I'm out. Okay, I'm a Saints fan to an extent. All right, I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil here to still be a Saints fan. You're the Saints. Act like your damn name. Okay. And let's go to the Bucks, though. Interesting news of the Bucks. Bruce Arians is out. Do I think Tom Brady had something to do with that? I don't know. I hear one side of the argument, and I'm thinking possibly. I hear another side, and I'm thinking no, there couldn't be. I don't know what happened. Bruce Arians is out, though, as it's going to be Todd Bowles taking over the reins of the Buccaneers. I keep looking over to the side like I have notes. I don't have any notes there. I'm just looking over the side trying to gather my thoughts. But what is happening with the Bucks? Okay, that is interesting. Tom Brady comes back and Bruce Arians is out. What I really think the story is, I've heard all these sides. What I'm going to actually put my name on, that I think it is, my reputation on, is I think Bruce Arians did not want to leave the Bucks like Sean Payton left the Saints. hey, you got no quarterback. Hey, you're on the way down. These free agents aren't going to sign with you now because you're the first-time coach and with a first-time quarterback. I'm out. You're on your own. I think Arians was going to stay another year with the Bucs to help rebuild, to help with the adjustment without Tom Brady. Now that Tom Brady is back, I think Bruce can step to the side. Does he want to step to the side? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs there, but maybe he did. Maybe he got that ring and he said, maybe I can back off. Was there pressure from Tom? I think there could have been a little bit. There could have been a little pressure for Tom, that Tom wasn't feeling him as much, the loosey-goosey attitude. He likes a little bit more buttoned up coming from the Patriot system. He liked a little bit of that in the beginning, especially with all the COVID stuff on. You wanted to loosen the purse strings a little bit. You wanted to kick back. You wanted to have fun. You wanted to party with Gronk and all that. But now when it's like when that doesn't work, it worked the first time. When it doesn't work the second time, where you're like, okay, we need to button back up. We need to get back into it. Let's zip that back up. We need to get a little bit more tightened. When you want to do that, when you want to button up and you want to tighten the reins a little bit, and your coach isn't doing it, he's still loosey goosey. He's still risk it for a biscuit and all this stuff. When that's going on, it's time for a change. And if Tom wants to put a little pressure there on Jason Light to get a new coach in there, that's what happened. So Aaron's going to the front office. I don't know if he's ever been a front office guy, but they're keeping him on the payroll. So he is taken care of. And now we got Todd Bowles. And I think Brady now will run the offense with Byron Leftwich, my guy, all right? Both my guys. My guy from the early 2000s and my guy right now. So that's what I think is going to happen with the Bucs. So where does that leave them? The NFC is a desolate wasteland of talent right now, okay? AFC is strong. AFC has competitors in there. But Russell Wilson's out of the NFC. The Green Bay Packers, you lost Devontae Adams. You lost your best threat to the Raiders, another AFC team. And Aaron Rodgers, do you have the way? It's really the Rams. It really comes down to the Rams and Bucs. You think, yeah, there could be an outsider. We don't know what's going to happen with Trey Lance over there with the 49ers, so we don't know. But really, it is a bunch of, could-be's, not is. The is good right now. The is great. That's the Rams. That's the Bucs. A dark horse in the Packers because they still got A-Raj. And then possibly something might happen with the 49ers. But really, I mean, who else is coming up? AFC, it's a pick 'em. You got all these people to pick. Kansas City, Denver, the Raiders, the Chargers. Even the Patriots showed improvement. What's the Dolphins going to be like this year? But the Bengals, of course, I forgot about mention the Bengals. The Browns, if Deshaun can get his act together. But the NFC, I don't know what's happening there, man. It looks like it's just Bucs and Rams. I mean, we'll see how injuries hold out there. All right, so moving on from football, we got wrestling. We had the first night of Wrestlemania last night, all right? And Becky Lynch went down to Bianca Belair. Excellent match. Probably the best match on the card so far, on the first night card. And I hate to see Becky lose, but it was an excellent match. Look forward to having in a rematch. Can't wait for a rematch, honestly. And she hears wrestling, so she's coming out. All right, Charlotte and Ronda had if you look at the internet, it's a less than stellar match. I actually enjoyed the match. She enjoyed the match. Ronda went down. I liked the match. There were some botches in there. There were some mistakes in there, but I liked the match all around. If the referee could have not screwed up that finish, that really disappointed. That really disappointed. This one right here, she was pulling for Ronda. She's a Charlotte fan, but she was pulling for Ronda in this one. All right. Then we had the big surprise at the end. KO called out the Texas Rattlesnake, the world's toughest SOB, the Bionic Redneck, and I can go on and on with those names. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin 316, the toughest man on the planet, all right? Austin comes out. He comes out in a four-wheeler, comes out in an ATV. Him and Kevin Owens go back and forth, trash-talking each other, all right? And then what happens? What happens is what nobody expected, but everybody wanted. They had a match. They had a legit 20-minute no-holds-barred match. Stone Cold proves he still has it.
It was his last hurrah. I hate that it's his last hurrah. I want to see the guy come back again. If the Rolling Stones can do it, and they're in their 70s, almost 80 right now, and they're like, we're going to keep going. If Phil Collins can come out of retirement and be sitting in a wheelchair, and he can still be singing, God bless you, Phil, not making fun of you. If he can still do it, and he's deaf and he can't play drums and all of that, then Stone Cold, you can do it, man. You got the knee braces on. You got the neck problems. Hey, once or twice a year, why can't you, man? If Goldberg's lazy wannabe Stone Cold butt can do it, then why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you come back? But anyway, all right. We're not gonna do the what ifs and the wish list right now. Stone Cold came back. It was excellent. He dropped KO with a real stunner. KO hit his weak. Sorry for the language, baby. Hit his weak ass stunner. But Stone Cold came back. He hit the big stunners on there, and Stone Cold beat KO, and it was excellent. It was awesome.
Comments.
It was amazing and crazy and stressful a little.
All right, so that's what happened there. Tonight's night 2. All right. We're hoping finally this Lesnar-Reigns thing come to an end. I'm interested to an extent of what's going to happen, but we're not really digging the matchup that much. Looking forward to RK Bro. We're looking for RK Bro with a successful title defense, and hope there's no breakup. People are thinking, ooh, this could be the breakup. No, I hope they win. I hope they continue on. Orton's having more fun than he's ever had in his career, according to him. Where you can see it on his face. He can't even maintain that angry Viper thing anymore because he's digging it so much. So we're hoping that continues going. We're hoping this team stays together. AJ Styles and Edge. We're both pulling. Oh, I'm pulling for AJ in this one. Who are you pulling for?
I'm pulling for Edge.
She's pulling for Edge. It's very tough. I kind of lean more towards AJ as a favorite all time in this. And if it was Christian, if it was Edge's old tag team partner, I'd be going for Christian, as I did when Christian and AJ went against an Impact. But that's for another time. Or another podcast or another year. But I think I'm going with AJ on this one, man. I want to see AJ's kind of return to the old AJ that he was a few years ago. The good old Christian boy that we missed. And I'm hoping AJ's going to take it. You're hoping for Edge, right? Other matches on there, I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, and I don't really care. All right. Anything else from you?
No.
AJ Edge. Put your analyst hat on and tell me what you think there.
Prediction?
Sure. Prediction, thoughts.
Like,
Give me something in the podcast. Your name's on the podcast.
okay.
Your name's on the show. Give me something.
Okay. I think it will be a close match, but obviously Edge will pull it off.
All right. And UNC Duke last night, we didn't watch. We were watching WrestleMania, so I don't care. Celtics are looking really good right now. They're in like that top 3. I think they're 2 or 3 right now in the East. Looking forward to what's happening with the Celtics. Pittsburgh Penguins have been looking hot lately. We're going to get into more hockey. I don't know if it's going to be on the podcast. I don't know how much people really care, but I'm going to be getting into it more. That's pretty much it for now, all right? Enjoy WrestleMania. We'll get back